little man syndrome, little boy syndrome. Okay, Joe Rogan is known his reputation. He's a tough guy, macho man. He was the biggest sissy, effeminate sissy before he got on roads. So I am what Joe Rogan wishes that he could be, like 5'11", high testosterone with a manly jawline. Okay, so Joe Rogan to be like Mike Sahan, like a chiseled, strong bone structure of his face, he needs to, according to his own, what he said in his podcast, he bought like a chew toy, rubber chew toy, and shits chews on it, like get like a build his jaw muscles and get his face to look more chiseled and like a stronger jawline. So it's all fake. What I have naturally, Rogan has to cheat. So Joe Rogan wasn't like really manly in his energy before he started injecting testosterone into himself. Roids, okay. Joe Roids, okay. Joe Roid gains, okay. So if you look at Joe Rogan's videos in the 90s, when he was doing stand-up, and he sucks as a comic too. He's jealous of people like me that have real talent. Okay, now Joe Rogan is basically he's like what he wants to be. Like somebody can crack jokes, and okay, and somebody that has masculinity and stuff like this. So Joe Rogan to look manly, get some masculine energy, he needed to inject himself with roids like a cheater, testosterone injections, and get a freaking dog toy, like something buy for Rottweiler to buy on it, like a rubber chewy toy, and start chewing on it, inject the roids in his ass, and then chew on like a dog toy at the same time. It sounds like some kind of weird, like a kink or something. This was like you inject the stuff in your ass and like chewing on rubber toys or something. But anyways, the point, he's a decadent filth. He used to promote sexual toys on his podcast. That's his part of he's the problem of society. Where it's like there's a problem with decadence in our culture where people are having porn addictions and they're overly concerned about pleasure and sex. Joe used to sell like a male sex toy to people. You know how weird it is. So anyways, the point. Joe Rogan wasn't masculine until he started injecting testosterone, the manly hormone into himself. And I could pull up clips for future videos if I feel like it. But it's like I'm going from memory. I remember Rogan talked about he used to look up to men that had like a Mike's jawline. Was like, yeah, I think it's able to have like a strong chiseled jawline, like a strong bone structure in your face. So I bought this rubber chew toy and started chewing on it to build like the muscles. So notice how I am what he wished he could be. He's got little man syndrome. I'm 5'11", high testosterone, chiseled jaw, a manly look, and comedic talent. Okay, where I've been able to crack jokes off the top of my head in the middle of live stream, not preparing, and get laughs. So it's like Joe Rogan is a little guy, 5 whatever he is, 4, 5'5". He's effeminate, and to get some masculinity going, he has to inject testosterone into himself and get a rubber chew and chew on it. And the reason I'm going after him so hard is because he's one of these shields. He's a deep state shield. So I was like on Rumble. And if you want to watch the stream, I was talking about some health fitness topics and also cussing. There's still live cussing, that's what you're in the market for. Okay. And there's also some health fitness topics coming there that I surround by exclusive. So yeah, Joe Shield Bitch, Joe Roid Gains. Okay. Joe Roid Gains. So he's got videos where like, oh, I wanted to look manly in my face and have a strong physique, a strong jawline. So he bought a fucking rubber chew like I could buy for a Rottweiler or something for this. Like some kind of rubber dog toys for this. He sits and he chews on it as an exercise. Because that's what he's got to do to get what I got naturally. He doesn't have high testosterone like I do from genetics that makes you not 5'5" and low T, okay, and low IQ. But okay, so it's like whatever the thing is. It's like I'm 5'11" and I got high T naturally, which is why you see me have the athletic performance that I have. It's like on par with pro athletes, where people come and accuse me of being on meth because I got such stamina and speed and essentially it's like since too hard to be true, got accused of being on roids. So Joe Rogan's one of those people that have targeted me for the gang stalking persecution program. Doesn't matter how big they are. The Illuminati gets people at like 245 subs to go after me, and they get people like Joe Rogan to go after me. So Joe Rogan gains with his little rubber chew toys. It sounds like a sexual perversion, but it's like you listen to Joe Rogan, it's like, oh, it's like, so you got like injecting your ass with something, and you got some kind of rubber toy that you put in your mouth, okay? And so it's like you put these two things together. Rogan is like shoving, pushing stuff up his ass. That's the injection song for roids, I think. Like bodybuilders like do the roids, they shoot it in the butt cheek, okay? So like I am intermuscular, I guess it is. And I just started medical recommendation. It's like I've heard it, that's how they do it. So he's like pushing stuff in his ass and put like rubber toys in his mouth and chew all of stuff like this. And the deep state, you're like looking, it's like, yes, that's how we go and chew the rubber toy. And it's like, he gets invited to Ice White Shot parties all the time. It's like, it's Joe Rogan, it's gonna be putting stuff in his ass and chewing rubber toys again or something like this. Okay? And Mike Baker is there too. So it's like, whatever, it's the point. Fuck Joe Rogan. Okay, he's just kind of chill. He's a chill bitch. I'm not joking. He's talking, he's talking to me several times. And all his fucking mediocre shit. Look at the bitch he had on recently. What does he have that I don't? This bitch that I had on, this guy, is like mediocre fucking bitch. Uncharismatic, boring, and you can just tell. Notice how, if I want to be like them, you can tell the difference, the contrast. It's like how sharp I am and switched on, energetic. But if you switch to the guy here on this podcast to kind of impersonate him, I had to kind of dull my eyes to make my energy let more dull and kind of mediocre and bland. And whoever had on recently. What the fuck did that guy have? He's a fucking retarded pseudo-intellectual. That's PSEUDO, by the way. Okay, that's a pseudo-intellectual. What about Jordan Peterson? Okay, inferior. Me, a Christian with autism, I cure myself of anxiety, panic attacks. He got addicted to benzos. Okay, Mr. Clinical psychologist. So, so what do I say? Joe Rogan is a shill. He's a shill. He's a deep state shill. Who are some other shills? Alex Jones. He's a counterintelligence agent. He's a deep state shill. And Joe Rogan is like a platform where the system wants to promote somebody. They get Joe Rogan to have him on as a guest. Okay, Joe Rogan is a shill. He's a deep state shill. And it's like they're showing you in plain view. It's like, here's the people that get invited to the White House. Okay, and Joe Rogan and Steve Warren, those other people get shipped on a bus. They're showing you in plain view. It's like, I've been saying for years, Joe Rogan is a shill. It's like, to show that Joe Rogan is a shill. Joe Rogan is a shill. So, but I'm going to block this person, somebody came into chat. Why are you leaving? What do you mean, why are you leaving? Do you train? Go jump in the lake. I do train when I feel like it. That first time was talking to my mic into my chat. Okay. So that's another thing the system is worried about. That I can outshine pro athletes and make them look bad. People like Sugar Sean O'Malley or people like this support, look at my hand speed. I go live and make a video being as fast as they are. They were saying that their hand speed was remarkable and they're a UFC athlete. And I go live and be as fast as they are. So if I do license training to just send people on it, that doesn't work or something like this. It's like, whatever. So here's another, we're going to turn off the chat, okay? I'm going to keep ranting about the rule. We're not going to get to talk, okay? Because I decided, bitch slaves in the chat. Okay, fine, like this. I decide if you get to call. Notice how I took your ability, because in here, I make the threats. And when you're done here with me, there's a Matrix movie clip where the guy goes into another guy's domain and he's like the conductor. I'm talking about the Matrix movie, and it goes down here, I make the threats. In here, I make the threats. I make the decisions. I'm in control here. This is seen for the Matrix movie. So you might be able to get away with trolling and harassing other people on their channel, but this is my channel, and you just lost the ability to speak in my chat, you understand? Because I'm in control here and you're not. Understand? So, mind your fucking manners, okay? Question, Baba. Go fuck yourself, okay? So a lot of people show up in my chat, I pay the gangster trolls. Now that's another thing. Unlike Joe Rogan, that's a weak bitch. I'm a tall individual. I don't have like Joe Rogan has all his bodies, okay? I'm an isolated, persecuted Christian tall individual, and I've been checking comments every day. Every day checking YouTube studio, having an open chat, having people show up, and there's people that are recruited by the government to harass. It's not just like average internet haters that might show up to target sometimes. It's like there's people that have a job that if Mike is live on open chat, go to the chat and harass them and target them. Okay. Now because I'm not a weak bitch like Rogan, I don't check the comments. It's can't do worse stuff like this. Yeah, it's not good, but it's like I'm not like him. So yeah, Joe Rogan is a shill and he's exposed. So he's got videos where he talks about he wanted to have a masculine chiseled jawline, so he bought a rubber chew toy, so chewing on as a exercise, and that's what I got. Naturally, what I tried to. Okay, not like a chiseled jawline. He also needed to start injecting testosterone to start to get some testosterone going. And he's a major shill. And a lot of his unfunny comedian tells us fucking hacks. Elephant Graver made a video on the Rogan recently. And the Elephant Graver has a lot of videos on Rogan, his unfunny comedian hack too. So, Joe Rogan is part of what's wrong with this world. Okay, he's a shill. And it's like, yeah, it's easy for you to fuck with me in the chat. Here, question about how was this? Watch my videos. Okay, watch my videos. So yeah, we're gonna get into exposure. So what I said was Joe Rogan is an effeminate guy who he's got middleman syndrome, little bitch boy Joe Rogan. And I smack him like little bitch baby monkey and kick his fucking teeth in. You can he would never fuck with me the flesh either because he knows better than that. He gets fucked up. I fucking destroyed that bitch idiot. Okay, it's not 5'5" lying about his height, wearing visors and still lying about his height. What a pathetic man, small guy syndrome. It's like overcompensating. He didn't have masculinity, natural masculinity, like male energy, like a masculine energy, until he started injecting the madness from what he saw in his body. If you look at his early era comedy, he comes across as a metrosexual, like I think maybe he's a gay person. Because his energy is like, people that are gay, I'm not attacking them, but it's like if you look at people that are like gay, a lot of times they'll be like, act like a woman, and the body language should be like trying to act like a woman, and like change the voice, but like they do it on purpose, some gay people. They're like a man, but it's like they're gay, and they will kind of like do like an act, and it's like, oh, it's just like, oh, yeah, so they're like this. But I'm not joking, you can find gay people making interviews about this. It's like, they talk about that. Which, so what is the point? Rogan has the gayest energy. So before he got sort of addicted to testosterone himself, he had like a feminine energy, like beta cock energy. And it wasn't until he started injecting voids into himself, HRT, TRT, that he started getting some testosterone. So, yeah, I got exposed that bitch. Look at this little effeminate twerp. So this is me being natural, see. So I'm natural, see. I'm a manly guy. I got manly energy. I got manly aura. Okay, I'm masculine. I have the masculine jawline that Rogan has to bite. He's like a wannabe. He wants to be like Mike's size. Naturally high T, male energy, and just masculine energy. Joe Rogan is like, oh, before he started injecting voice into himself. He's like an effeminate twerp. Okay, it was like, see, this is his energy before he started acting the sauce on it himself. So, how is he getting exposed? Yeah, just look, just watch, bitch. He's getting exposed right now. I told you, Joe Rogan was effeminate and had like beta energy before he started injecting the sauce on it himself. So, here's the video. Joe Rogan. Before voice. Before the testosterone injections.
Brings up marriage a little bit too much, and it's I can't even hear that word. I hear the word marriage, my brain just shuts off.
He's got like the beta cock energy of the type of people that he makes fun of now in his podcast. It was like sissy guys who are like weak and just effeminate and stuff like this. Yeah, that's what he was like before he started injecting the masculine hormone testosterone into himself. It's just his energy. Notice how he wasn't like a guy, if you look at him talking in the 90s, before he started injecting testosterone into himself, like the manly hormone, roids, okay? He didn't have like male energy. With like the vibe of just looking at him camera, his energy is not like he's a strong man. He had like a feminine energy, like a weak dude, before he started injecting testosterone into himself. And that wasn't enough. He's like, well, I don't look man up in my face. I need to buy a rubber chew toy that you buy for like a dog to chew on and put it in my mouth and start chewing on it. Like voice injections and like jaw exercises, and now he feels like he's got some energy going. When it's not told in Christian tolerance with narcissistic video having Calvinist on, because he never have a real Christian on. Okay. So here's Effeminate Joe before he got a podcast. Don't be surprised if you see more like Joe Rogan live streams on Rumble. And you need to be on my Rumble channel because I've been censored by YouTube before. So if my Rumble channel goes down, my YouTube channel get a strike there, I'll be streaming on Rumble for one. So here we are, Joe Rogan, feminine energy pre-votes.
It's like marriage. Click. Everyone after marriage is.
He's being exposed. How was he exposed? He's being exposed right now, bitch. I told you he was effeminate and had like real beta cock energy, weak man energy, before he started injecting testosterone into himself, roids. And he's admitted to being on HRT, TRT, whatever, which is basically putting testosterone in your body. What is testosterone? The manless hormone. So he's also trying to be like, yeah, I think it's admirable people have like a strong chisel jawline, like a powerful bone structure. So I bought this rubber chew toy and started chewing on it. So notice how what he wanted, I have it naturally. It's like a wannabe. Like I want to be like a guy who's got non-beta genes, okay? It's like I'm 5'2" with low T and a feminine energy. So to get like, to feel like more man, I need to inject words into myself and chew on rubber toys, okay? Now notice with me, I don't have to try it, it just comes natural.
I don't think so. I'm like, that's like a.
This guy was not a Disney kid, they got room to be a system show. Okay. It's like they didn't know, it's like, let's have this guy be a still.
Contract.
He talked in a recent video, he said something. Yeah, I said people need to get bitch smacked around all over the face for this. Yeah, Joe, that's why I'm saying you're being smacked today. Because you
I
need
signed
it.
this.
Quote, unquote.
I can't have sex with other girls.
I'm the Rogan before testosterone injections. And my whole vibe is feminine. And it's like, oh, I got low T energy. I'm a baby. Not only am I short, I got low T. Oh. Okay, yeah, Joe. Okay, now that's the real Joe before he started injecting testosterone into himself. So there'll be more Joe Rogan Exposed videos. And we'll get to playing his podcast eventually on my live stream and play it. And what are you gonna do about it, bitch boy? Fuck pussy. You fuck boy. What are you gonna do about it, pussy? You went after me. You started as usual, bro. Bill Burr has also come on this podcast for the program. With gaslighting. It's like after I make a video teaching about the mental law, yeah, these people are there's a lot of people that target celebrity for the program. And it's like you put yourself on the list of people showing up in brands. If Rogan watches videos of friend posts this guy ranting about you, and it's like it hurts his feelings. It's like you made a decision for that to happen. You started unprovoked targeting for the persecution program, and I'm not happy about it. So, unlike Joe, I didn't need testosterone injections and rubber chew to get some man edge roll. But this guy got a beta cock because he lies about his height. It's like 5'5" or something. It's 5'4", whatever, it's 5'6". With risers lie about his height. Because yeah, I'm this tall. Because I'm insecure about that little guys, you know. And it's like you can find clips and go how tall is. And then people like Rogan Exposed and they show like him next to an athlete who's got a confirmed height. It's like he says it's this tall. Doesn't make sense. Okay.
The rest of my life. And I gotta buy you a ring.
He's a degenerate. This is the guy who's everything that's possible.
Like that deal sucks. I've been hearing the M word too much from my girlfriend, you know what I'm talking about?
And notice how when he was a young person, he was already delusional. So it's like he boasts about being taekwondo or something like this. It's like, if you're a person who's going to train, why wouldn't a man pick Muay Thai? Okay. Why would you pick Muay Thai if you're going to train a martial art? Why would you pick Muay Thai rather than taekwondo? It's like, no, let's just have some of the Thai kicks and only use our legs. Okay. Like, who in the right mind in the world that Muay Thai gyms exist and Thai fights? Well, I'm going to start training martial art, I'll pick taekwondo. Okay.
She brings up marriage a little bit too much, and it's
I don't like to make videos about me, Mike. I'm going to be narcissistic abuse you like I always do in my videos. Okay, Joe. I make videos about you. And you can be exposed. So Joe Rogan, you're a shill. Joe Rogan is a shill. And he's a toxic shell, where he's shilling for the deep state. He's promoting other shells. So if the deep state want to promote something like Bert Kreischer, because that's part of like the psychopathic games that they play, it's like in this upside topsy world, let's have unfunny comedians be the biggest comedians in the world. Because it's like that's how the world system is. We don't have a meritocratic system, meritocracy. The deep state is like get people with no talent and put them in a position. But it's like that's the secret thing that you're gonna notice after I told you. It's like they should promote mediocre shells. If you look at Penguin C, his live streams, and compare them to me, does it make sense that he's got that many subs on his videos, contrasted to me? What does he have that I don't? He's less charismatic, uglier, not non-ripped with a six-pack, can't teach what I can teach. It's like the program, the system works to promote people that are mediocre, and they want. It's like KRS-One has video about this, of what's it called, corporatism or whatever it's called, colonialism. You can search KRS-One colonialism, and it's deal with people like this. Like they take the most antisocial, narcissistic dirtbags and like put it, raise them up in society. People like Poochie Jones, Rafik Arnold, the most narcissistic, pathological, antisocial dirtbags, narcissistic dirtbags, and they kind of reward that behavior. So, beware of Joe Rogan. Oh, how was he exposed? Okay. He was exposed by me making statements and then proving it. By first saying Joe Rogan was a effeminate, beta energy, non-manly guy. He had like a weak man vibe before he got on the roads. And then I go pull up a clip from him in the 90s and come and say that people can see for themselves that I was right about what I said about him. He's got effeminate energy before the road injections.
I've been hearing the M word too much from my girlfriend, you know what I'm talking about?
Why don't you just your wrist like, when they're talking to
Up marriage a little bit too much, and it's
limpers.
I can't even hear that word. You hear the word marriage, my brain just shuts off. It's like marriage, click. Everyone up.
Yeah, he's just come back. So yeah. Yeah. I saw a bikini babe upload a video. I got a notification. I had to click. She's keeping us updated on the big boob situation. She still has to. It's just in big boob girls to have big boobs. So just keeping us updated. There's like a female martial artist that I subscribed to. She's got a huge knockers. And it's like, okay. Then sometimes she uploads a video. And it's like, I'm only looking at uploads for the martial arts content, okay? That's it's like, why do you buy like Playboy mag? It's for the article, like this. Okay, so it's like, that's a joke. But it's like, yeah, they said a woman who's like, got like all curves and all kinds of stuff going on, and she's training martial arts. But the only reason I subscribe to YouTube channel is for the martial arts training content, okay, which I'm into. So anyway, just keep us updated, and I see that she still has the big boobs attached to her body, so it's good to keep us updated, okay, and whatever. So yeah, I got wife at home. I'm not looking for somebody, but it's like doesn't mean that I can't see a woman who's a beautiful. Well, that's a beautiful woman, okay, and then move on with my life. So yeah, so yeah. What else, Joe Rogan? Let's search this. The elephant graveyard. Comedy, so how comedy became dystopian in pure hell world. Joe Rogan is a shill, okay? So most of this elephant graveyard, he deals with the like lack of talent, like Joe Rogan Exposed for being a psychic comedian, he promotes other psychic comedians, like the strong comedy, by like flooding the market with like knockoff comedians, kind of. Whereas I deal more with like the deep conspiracy angle, whereas like Joe Rogan is a shill of the deep state, and he shills for the agenda, like the aliens, okay, and psychedelics, shilling for psychedelics and aliens, and flip flop on 9/11. So we're gonna search some more videos. Joe Rogan. Here. So Joe Rogan had to do this. This is what Rogan had to do to get the mic side face. The mic side gets
a half of a rubber ball that I put in my mouth and I bite down on.
Okay, so what's the difference between you and Marshall May Rogan? It's like this would be what his dog would say on Instagram if he could like post for himself. So here's what I do. Okay, I begin a lot of questions. Do you understand? He's not that different from his dog. His dog has an Instagram account, Marshall May Rogan. And it basically should be like it will work. If you had a video of Marshall May Rogan, it's like what do you do in a day? Or like what I eat in a day, or like it could be the format where it's like people have been asking me, it's like an AI video roast dog, what I do during the daytime, but I'm not like doing motor shoots for my Instagram or something like this. It's like what I do is I lay down, I got this rubber ball, I start shooting on it. And okay, and I just like bite down on this rubber thing and I keep biting down on it. And I do that every day. I keep biting on it and biting on it. It's like this a rubber ball. I get in my mouth and I just bite down on it. I keep biting down on it again. And I keep biting, just squeeze my jaw down on it. And it helps me to like exercise my jawline. So it's like there's not that big of a difference. You know you're failing as a man when you could supplant and replace you talking about your workout regime, and you could take it and like have a dog. It will fit for how a dog lives his life. See, so this is like basically most people's dogs. This is like how they live their life. Let's run it back again.
I have a device that I use, but it's basically like a half of a rubber ball that I put in my mouth and I bite down on, and I do reps with my face. Jaw reps? Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you?
Yeah. So it's like let's search dog with chewy toy. And it's gotta be confirmed, like exposed, prove what I said. I didn't make this up. Here, dog chewy toy is what I'm showing. Dog with chewy. Okay. Dog hugs another dog to polish with it. Chewy tries his first both paws. Yeah. Wait, we search dog bite toy. Okay. I will go. We'll go like this.
I have a device
here, and I will go like this. So I used the order to roll a clip with a dog of the right clip of a dog chewing or something. Dog chew rubber. Okay. Here, ASMR dog chewing or rubber duck toy. So that will be the video here. So here we go.
that I use, but it's basically like a half of a rubber ball that I put in my mouth and I bite down on, and I do reps. It was reps. Yeah.
Where do you do this at? Do you do it in the
Do my
truck?
house.
Okay.
I have a device that I use, but it's basically like a half of a rubber ball that I put in my mouth and I bite down on, and I do reps. With my
For
face.
jaw reps?
Yeah.
Where do you do this at? Do you do it in the
Do
truck?
my house.
Okay.
My office. It sits in my office. I put it in there, and sometimes when I'm scrolling things online, I go, so I try to better my face. I try literally, like, my jaw's gotten stronger because of this.
Strong jawline.
I have a device that I use, but it's basically like a half of a rubber ball that I put in my mouth and I bite down on, and I do reps.
Joe Rogan Exposed as
Where do you do
like a
this at? Do you do it
canine,
in the
secret
truck?
canine.
Like in my office.
See? So Lawrence, like you fair at life where like you can put an audio clip of your workout routine and put it to a video of a dog biting down on like a dog toy, and it matches perfectly. That is like how the universe exposes you. Like if that can be done to you, it's like that shows that it's like you failed the hardest. Like you reached the highest level of failure. It's like you fail so hard it flips over and it goes to a high level again. So you know that you're really in trouble. It's like you could take a clip, we talk about how you're exercising, put put it to a clip of like your generic, general run-of-the-mill house dog and how he does his life. And it's like the philosopher Rogan was like, yeah, here's what I do. If your dog could talk, if dogs could talk, that would be what your dog do. Okay, what do you do for exercising or something like this? It's like I run around the yard, I get out, I start running, I run around there, sometimes I chase more tails, stuff like this. And then what do you do? What about your for your face and jaw exercise? Do anything for that? Yeah, I got this like half a rubber ball that I get in my mouth and I bite down on it and I keep biting on it and I bite down and I chew and I keep chewing on it and it gives me like a workout or something like this. So, yeah, it's not my
Sits in
thing.
my office. I put it in there, and sometimes when I'm scrolling things online, I go, so I try to better my face. Try literally like my jaw's gotten stronger because of this. I've been doing it for years.
Not strong enough. If you would fight me, okay. Not strong enough. I don't think it's strong enough to take a Mike Tyson punch to the jaw. I don't think his jawline is strong enough.
Like
Strong
that-
jawline, that's
Yeah, I have a device that I use.
So we gotta search now. Joe Rogan height. Joe, I'm 5'8" tall. Rogan, is he lying? So he's like a short guy lying about his height. Joe Rogan Exposed. He's a deceptive person. Not he's overconfident, insecure in himself.
5'8". Okay.
He needs to get rid of true toys to have a strong look in his face. He needs to take voice into himself. He needs to lie about how tall he is. So that the people can expose him for as a grown man lying about your height. Okay. I'm 5'11", according to, and it's like I can say that and I can pull out my government issued ID card and it says 5'11", 180 centimeters. And I can go, that's with shoes. So I'm going with 5'10" without shoes. With my guess, see. 5'11" with shoes. So I'm guessing 5'10" without shoes. Okay. Now Joe Rogan is not showing his ID card and like what it says on there. So here's a clip of Joe saying he's 5'8" tall. Yeah, sure he's 5'8". Maybe 5'3". Okay, 4'6" or something. Here he's standing next to women, lightweight women, sort of midget kook. Now here's he standing next to Roast Namahunas. Quote unquote thug Roast Namahunas, and I find his name. Namahunas. Roast Namahunas. And he's about the same height, okay, as a woman martial artist who's what, a lightweight feather. I don't know what she is. There's been some controversy about her and Pat Berry or something like this. I don't care. This is the Polish female martial artist, Johanna Zizek, or whatever she's called. Yeah, so Joe Rogan got better guys, you know. That's probably what got him to start injecting words into himself. Notice how he doesn't have the Mike Tyson like a manly look to his face. He doesn't have like manly energy, masculine, but he's got like an effeminate look. Look, energy, feel anything. Listen to him talking nice before the words. He feels effeminate, looks effeminate. He's a guy who lies about his height. I'm in better shape than Joe Rogan. Despite the rewards and having all the money in the world to buy any supplements he can afford, he can hire a private chef. And he's still in less impressive shape than I am. See, I'm in better shape. Or that where Fiber has a superior physique to this guy, and he's a guy who's got he's rich. He can buy roads, and he's doing it. He's got the money. It's like I'm in shape despite being I'm ripped with a six pack despite being a persecuted Christian who's like low income level, and he's a rich guy who could hire if anything that money can buy that makes it easier for you to get in good shape. He could afford it, including like hiring a chef that's like lives like a butler in his house and goes like ding ding breakfast, and it's like he cooks like organic. He can buy grass-fed, grass-finished food. He can have a sauna on every floor of his house. Like anything that money can buy that can help him to get in shape, he can do it. And he's still in worse shape than I am, with all the words in the world. You know, like the whole deal. So I'm not impressed by Rogan's performance. I'm still ripped with a six pack. Now this is what it looks like if you live your life with wisdom. As a Christian, God helps you to know the truth about how fitness you can be fit and athletic without injecting words into yourself. And by the way, if you're a young man, don't fall for these people on the internet if you want to get in shape. There are roids. There are roids. That's a dirty secret of the health fitness industry. A lot of them are roids. And I would call out Liver King as being a fake natty, one of the first to do that. And it's like people are still like 4 years later exposed already, okay? So don't fall for that, okay? You can learn from me how to get in shape, but it's like don't fall for these scammers that tell you that like they're eating raw liver and that's what gave them the body that they have. It's like moods that injected to themselves. And you got great set making videos about the danger was. I actually left a comment. We'll see how long it takes until he starts trying me like for real. I make a video exposed like he's a fucking shell, you punk bitch. And they're kind of not gonna talk about all this video being triggered AF. That's the point. But one thing that I saw great set make on a video. And he's one of those people that make a lot of videos in America. And he made a video where it's like this risks and roids. So it's like people should think twice, young men, before they get on it because there's some side effects. Like, is it worth it? And like this guy died afterwards. Is it worth it? So I left like it's good that a guy like you is use your platform to learn about something. Because it's a guy who's got a body with physique. And it's like, yeah, this is not safe. Okay? But don't fall for these. The dirty secret in the health industry when somebody gets on boards. I mean, I got the confidence. I can teach people how to achieve an attainable physique, not pie in the sky. It's like I've ripped with a six-pack, super athletic, energetic, high mental physical performance. And guys that are like have a dad body in the 20s can learn from me how to get a physique that they actually can attain to. And it's not like a scam. It's like follow the 12 tenets. Okay, 10 your balls, eat raw liver, and whatever else. And you can get this physique. And it's like, no, not without the bolts and human growth hormone injections is doing. Whatever they do. Okay. So if you're a person that has recently got on boards, like secretly, you might think about wanting to get off it. So if somebody gets on boards like 18 years old and they start getting on boards, okay, the longest thing on it, the more likely to get side effects. So somebody gets on high road, like high level testosterone injections, high and long times. What makes it more likely to have side effects? The higher you go with the level and the longer you go with it. So if you start injecting testosterone yourself from a guy you get it behind the gym or something, this you want to get in shape. And the longer you stay on it, the more likely to have serious problems. And basically, people that start injecting testosterone themselves, their body shuts down the natural production. So your body produces testosterone in the testicles, like your gonads. Which is why a lot of male insults that you don't have any balls because part of the physical character effects of testosterone, visual indicators of high testosterone is low body fat percentage, lean muscle, and athletic physique. Performance indicators is good athletic performance. So what does high testosterone man yield? A lean muscle physique. It's easier to maintain and achieve and maintain a lean muscle physique, like athletic physique. And performance indicators of high testosterone, athletic performance, strength, speed, stamina, shortened recovery times. So basically, it's easy to be athletic if you don't have both T and have athletic physique. Visual indicators of the testosterone levels, testosterone, sound like Mike Tyson in press conference in the 80s. More visual indicators of testosterone levels having declined from a previous level, meaning they got lower, is adipose tissue collection in the bone marrow, meaning like a beer belly. Okay, so if you're a dad like 50 plus, you got a beer belly, it's not like, oh, it's fracturing me. But if you're in your 20s and you have a dad bod where you have like big boobs and a beer belly and you've never been in shape, it's like, why you gotta think about stuff. Okay, why are you scoring your meal prime? 18 to 30. It's like that's when it's the easiest to get in shape. So if you want to get in shape after you're 50, like in impressive shape, if you're a guy who never had a six-pack, and then when you like wake up when I'm 40 have a midlife crisis and I want to be ripped with a six-pack, I see people on podcasts have a six-pack and stuff, you're gonna need roads a lot of time to get it. Or like a lot of people are born up with the work required to do without the roads and they go to the doctors and they can inject them with some kind of whatever. So that's the point. I don't recommend people to get on boards. I've never been on it. And I have the athleticism that people accuse me of being on meth in my live chat. But when the government abducts me, put me in a cycle and forced me to piss in a cup, there are no signs of any drugs in my system. But meanwhile, the Mike Sa channel, anytime I go live, people like this guy's a crackhead, meth head. Stop doing meth, Mike. It has been continually when I'm live streaming, I'm always on meth. But when that lie gets tested by like the government taking enforcement legal test, there's no signs of any drugs or even alcohol in my system. Like it's totally clean, the cleanest as you could get. I mean, most people, if they will get you, the government on like a Sunday morning, you'd have some ethanol in your exhalation breath from a breathalyzer because you've been drinking the weekend and stuff like this. It's like I was at the cleanest of clean test. No signs of alcohol, zero. Okay. Okay. So yeah, whatever. But it's like, oh, see how long it takes until the government constantly sends people in the chat saying, Mike, this guy's a method, so you don't take me seriously. And then if I get tested by the government, there's never any drugs in my system. But the government will pay people to say this guy's on drugs to discredit me. But if that gets tested, that like reality test, it doesn't hold up. Okay. So I had 144 into 85 blood pressure. Okay. When I get tested too. And I was 36.6 degrees. I was logged into my medical website and looking at my tests and stuff and reading it before I start. So well, let's do that again, possibly a little bit later. Okay. So it said exhalation alcohol test 0. Okay. So yeah, I don't think the organ is in present shape. And this guy, he's like a fake, okay? His reputation is like, oh, I'm a tough guy, macho man. He never was before he started injecting manly hormones into his body. He didn't have masculinity naturally. He's a fake, okay? So it's like to get that manly boy, people know, well, this guy's a macho guy. He had to start injecting roids into himself and getting rubber chew toys and chew on it. And whatever else he's doing, he's got me just jerking him off in his basement. Whatever that is helping him to like get in shape, he's doing it. Okay. So it's like I don't think that will help. But it's like if he thought that it did, he'd try it this once. So here's the point. Beware of the Rogan, okay? He's a skunk. And he doesn't dare to have Eddie Bowen anymore. He doesn't dare to have Eddie Bowen. Eddie Bowen's retired from jiu-jitsu because his body's all broken down. That's how I go Eddie Bowen up in a podcast. I'm stopping jiu-jitsu, my body's hurt. My body's been hurting too, buddy. And I didn't stop training yet. So it's Joe Rogan. He's got the feel like a post-op person that after the operation they put hair on his head. You know what I mean? Like he didn't have any hair, he did put they injected hairs into his scalp or something. Oh, he's the genius, DeGrasse Tyson. Okay. This is the cool science guy. It's like you don't understand all the words on stage. It's like we need a new Colosseum doing. And we need like a guy, it's like a science guy, it's accepted by the public. And it's like, let's have this guy called, it's like, somewhere in the science. So this basically is all like the living Quizman to get you with that shit. And there's no substance. It's like, we need a new guy to shield for like aliens, Big Bang, totally real. Okay? Alternate dimension, but anything but like a true scientist, I mean, they're telling God is real. Okay. So, yeah, shame on you, though. Shame on you, this kind of shit. But yeah, Joe Rogan is busy to Robert Forster by injecting testosterone into his body, I guess. So I recommend you to think twice about testosterone. Actually, if you're a young man and you see this roided out shell from the YouTube, I don't want to look like that. It's not even optimal. It's not the biggest better. A lot of people have gotten caught by this. I never got caught by it. It's like I'm trying to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime and see if that's the ideal. I have the ideal physique. Ripped with a six-pack, lean muscle, perfect blend of different things. So this is an ideal male physique, not Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime. This is an actually objectively like an ideal male physique. And this is me, okay? This is an ideal physique, not Arnold Schwarzenegger, okay? This is just not optimal. So yeah, beware of all these shills. And Joe Rogan is a scam. Don't be surprised to make more videos about it. And he earned that. He started taunting me in disgusting ways in this podcast. And he knows what he done. So I'm not a high conflict person. If you see me engage in conflict, 99% of the times because somebody started picking on me. So, you take my advice and you won't need the roids, a lot of you. We keep it a secret, okay? See, I haven't seen Rogan teaching his supplement protocol to people. And it's like, here's the supplements that I take in a day, and doing live streams where it's like sharing with people the supplement regime that he's on. Here are some of the ones that are my supplement protocol. So people are wondering, Mike, what supplements to take? ALA, NAC, vitamin E, vitamin C, liposomal vitamin C, which I store in the fridge, which Tom Levy, the scumbucket, has called out for this company. But even though Tom Levy is a filthy piece of shit targeting individuals for the government gains offer program, and goes on the Mason Shield, Mason Medina, Liam McDermott's podcast. He's like, oh, as usual, you're the victim, huh? You shield bitch. I start watching videos and you start talking with narcissists, it always be tactics. I'm a Christian talk video. And then you're the victim when I get mad at you and hit you back with somebody. So fuck you, and fuck you, Lily McDermott, you fucking shield. Fuck you and your fucking Freemason bitch boy husband. You're a whore. You're a filthy whore. You have a high body count. You go like we're retarded energy. So fuck you and your fucking Freemason father. Your Freemason, whoever the Freemason is, with your little shit, having Tom Levy on your podcast, and you both do narcissist tactics. And then sometimes you have a flat earther, see, shilling for the fucking deep state, because that's part of their agendas. The deep state. So, oh, Liam McDermott has on a flat earth shield. Okay, and uploads videos like Mason Medina just in your face. It's like, yeah, I'm a Freemason shield. I have flat earthers on my podcast, and I upload videos Mason Medina wrestling competition, Mason. It's not just any nation, it could be a red flag of a Mason, like Media Monarchy or something like this. If you somebody's a company, Media Monarchy, it's like, somebody like me, a truth with shown off like Freemason, Master Mason, MM33. That's like the calling card, okay? Mitch McConnell, world stage, major place on the world stage. Mitch McConnell. Meghan Markle. Media Monarchy. Shell, James Corbett is connected to that company. Media Monarchy. James Evan Pilato, something like this. So yeah, Lily McDermott is a deep state shield. She's working for the same people that maybe have health problems. So now she's like, yo, it's hard to be healthy. There's a lot of shield stuff. I didn't even start work to expose this bitch. Okay? I didn't even start work to expose that bitch. And as usual, I didn't start it. See, oh, Michael and me, you pick up. She started targeting me with narcissistic abuse because I'm a part of the deep state. And I guess her husband is a fucking Mason, or her daddy, or her grandfather, or something like this. And she just told the target individual. There's a secret society connection to gang stalking. So people who are secret society members are more likely to be quick to be switched on to target you. And especially they're not going to be able to say no. So anyways, a lot of targets became targets too. There's a connection to satanic secret societies. Okay. I mean, I have a relative who's in the Oddfellow secret society, like an old grandpa type figure. And anytime I told him to go fuck himself in a phone call, my life got really hard after that. Anytime it's like I've had a negative interaction with him, it's like things got really bad afterwards. It's like one time I called him on the phone. I'm in foster care. He had promised me to take me on a vacation. I had kept myself from eating sugar for a whole year in return for that. We'll take on a vacation to Spain if you do a full year no sugar, and I keep it. And it's like, oh, it comes. I get it put in foster care, and it's like I get news that you're not getting to go there. Somebody else gets your ticket. And it's like, I was there with a guy in the foster. It's like, call him a psycho, F yourself, old man, or something. It's like, I don't want to do it. It's like, come on and do it. I'm like, all right, and I come back, go for this, jump in the legs for this. And like, after that, it's like, I've been taught it since childhood. And some of the talk I've been getting, looks like ritualistic. Like they have people do weird things and like tell me weird things. They do things like this. That, for example, as a kid, they would have somebody put up the target me, and they would tell me something like, "Now you're the little lamb of death," or something like this. "You're death's little lamb now," or something like this. With that dragon to cards battle, something like this. Like this type of stuff, and this type of things that the Bible Church uses to kind of re-traumatize me and Andy Woods, people like this. These are disgusting, though. So whatever, here's the point. Yeah, there's a secret side connection to government gang stalking, and I have a relative who I've cut ties with no contact, and they used to target for the gang stalking program, and the guy's a secret society member. And I remember when his wife told on the phone, was like, "How do you like it?" Because she's doing like passive aggressive stuff because she knows that I'm being targeted. Her and her husband has targeted for the program on the phone with narcissistic abuse. And she was like, "Oh yeah, so you like in the new city?" And they know that I've been targeted hard. And I go, "Well, it's not too bad." I guess they didn't get like a sadistic one, be like, "You have a great life," or something like this, is what they were hoping for maybe. And I go, "No, it's like, you keep moving on," something like this. It's like, "Yeah, good luck." And like after this, it's like, I've been talking about that, yeah, they started to say like, "Good luck" to me. The 5 Max they told me to tell me good luck as some kind of veiled threat or something like this. That's one of the things, it's like, it's happened, it's like Joe Rogan was like, "Good fucking luck," okay? After I made videos, it was like Joe Rogan is one of the people talking about narcissistic abuse, and I made videos like, yeah, they will get 5 Max to tell me good luck as some veiled threat. And Joe Rogan is one of those people told me. After that, he still goes like, "Yeah, good fucking luck," or something like this. Okay, who's gonna stand up for you or something like this? Good fucking luck. See, this type of stuff that he does. And this type of stuff that they really want to talk about. It's like Joe Rogan is not as worried about being exposed as a short guy or like he was effeminate before he got on roids. Obviously, it's like more damage to be a person that's like a toxic, disgusting abuser doing what he's been doing. Yeah, so good fucking luck, Joe. Good fucking luck, you piece of shit. Good fucking luck, Joe. Joe Rogan is so weak that he will get really hurt and like destroyed by if you read his comment section. He's too weak. I do it all the time. I check the comment section, it pisses me off, but I keep dealing with it because I'm not a pussy. So being manly and tough is not about, it's like you're a robot, it's like nothing bothers me ever. No, it's being really bothered by stuff and bouncing back, see. That's more important. Not about like, yeah, masculine is about being a guy that can't be hurt. It's more about being a guy that can get hurt and doesn't stop, okay? Keep coming back and keep bouncing back. I've been really broken down and hurt and ill affected mentally and psychologically from the targeting, and I bounce back. See, it's like I can get to a point where the targeting gets me, and I'm like really in a bad way and really like weakened and stuff, but I always bounce back. I've been bouncing back since ago. So Joe Rogan doesn't have this. It's like he can't read the comment. Now I think that he probably secretly watches the comments. He lies when he says that he doesn't read the comments. I think it's happened at least once the last 3 months. They like looked in some comment section and read what people are saying. I would suspect that that could be the case. But obviously he doesn't want haters to know that they're reaching him. See, he's like, I don't check the comments. I don't check videos people make about me, because I think that he's covering up the fact that he does. And do you understand? It's like, if I was reading my comments and like really bothered by the haters, I go like, yeah, I don't check my comments. So if you're leaving hater comments or people are saying bad things about me, I don't watch these comments. Okay, so I think that would be the case. But yeah, Joe Rogan is on this podcast, this major podcast that have told me, and good luck, Joe. Good luck having Mike Sauer Rogan Exposed. I don't think these other people make exposés on it and do it like I do. I don't think so. Fine. So Joe Rogan is also shilling for AG1. That's not a part, it's a fucking shill. Sellout. Where it's like contradict himself. I can expose for that too. There's so many videos I can go like I deal with like just ranting here, but I can go like this topic, Joe Rogan exposed. was ephemeral before the war and stuff like this, and then play clips and stuff. Now here's the point. Joe Rogan. Where was I go with this? He's highly narcissistic, so he's super sensitive to what people are saying about him. Which means he's really hurt if he sees people say like he sucks. He lacks comedic talent. And the truth really is what bothers him. So maybe you can have a stand-up comedy tour with Bert Kreischer there, because Bert Kreischer is a great comedian. I've summarized Bert Kreischer's comedy. It's kind of like this. He's like a fat guy at like a frat party or something like this. He pulls up, he's look, I got a big belly. He pulls on his pants, look, my butt crack, I'm a fat guy, I got a fat guy's butt. Okay, kind of that. That's his comedy. Okay, so real comedy is like wit and like in the moment being able to come up with good responses and like things like this. Whereas Joe Rogan is it's got a sort of cartoon there with talentless hacks. So check out my Rumble account. This is they hate when I do that when I promote other platforms because they're afraid that there's kind of sabotage their plot. Okay, they sabotage their plot, but we got plans to shut down Mike's channel. If we start getting too many views and reaching people, and people start to wake up from his videos, we'll just turn off his channel and make something up and stuff like this. So here's my Rumble account. Okay, Rumble. This is at Critical Mass Mike on Rumble. Let's click my content. Then I click here. And which Rumble channels take the mics out, okay? So so my user account is called Critical Mass Mike on Rumble. You should be able to find it anyway by searching Critical Mass Mike. If not, it's like the channel is called Mike's out. So Rumble is a bit different. It's like I got a user account, it's like Critical Mass Mike, and then I got like 6 channels. Mike's out Bible teaching. I don't know. It's like if I'll go live on one channel, you might go to all of them. I'm not sure. But I know I'm a Rumble, okay. So I'm streaming around like your dad on the internet. It's like I got a Rumble account. I go live and it's going somewhere, okay. Somehow people are watching it. Okay. They say I'm a Rumble. And yeah, Joe Rogan is a skunk shell. It's like you have to understand the system is full of shells. They're full of shells. And yeah. Bob Lee 2025, still not the funny. That's gonna be my special. They're my special. Bob Lee 2025, still not the funny. Okay, you not the funny or something like this. No, okay, Bobby. Okay, something like this. I see one kind of good impression of like a generic Korean dad one time, but it's like I couldn't really. I tried so. But what is the point? Beware of Joe Rogan. He's a shell. Alex Jones is a shell. Now this is what you don't like. Okay, the shells don't like when I expose them. Alex Jones is a shell. Joe Rogan is a shell. Andrew Tate is a shell. Tucker Carlson is a shell. Joe Rogan is a shell. Who else is a shell? Tucker Carlson. What about Andrew Tate? Is he a shell? Shell, 100%. Tucker Carlson is a shell. Now, I talked about this before. So the deep state have always been about controlling the masses. So like after they had people, like they lost the mainstream media, so they could get around 9/11, like show on CNN, mainstream media, like here's who did it, go to war, give up your rights, and people like trust the media. They know that since then people started losing trust the media. So what I've seen them do is like they work at like meet the new establishment, they fake non-establishment, and especially like fake rebel figures like Trump is against the deep state, not together. Tucker Carlson, the deep state, like no. Trump is a deep state puppet shell. Tucker Carlson is a deep state shell. Joe Rogan is like they're shells. Wake up. It's about personally empowering yourself. Okay? Don't look to these system shells as the solution. You have to look to yourself and start working to improve and become a person that can be a part of the deep state yourself. And don't look at somebody, because if somebody starts being like the solution, like me, I get put in a psych ward and suffer assassination attempts. Do you understand? And So it's like you gotta get active yourself. You can learn from people, but it's about you. Yeah, so I'm a total individual. I'm a total deep state, and they have a secret prosecution plan called gang sabotage videos. And a big part of how I'm targeting is called narcissistic dog abuse tactics, where they will work a lot of subtle trigger words into their podcast. And Joe is one of these people that have targeted me. Or it could be something where it's like he referenced something I said on a phone call less than a week ago. And like working a reference, I could, oh, okay, he's referenced something happened in my prior life. Like little things like this. And I understand that sounds nuts, like when you talk about the big targeting, but that's part of the thought I've gotten. I got targeted by Tony Ferguson, Mike Perry too. Like I started getting YouTube-channel. They get told by the handler to start doing little skits in the Instagram reels. Where it's like trigger words. It could be like Joe Rogan knows that he used this, he started using it. So, good luck, Joe. Good luck. I cursed Rogan in the name of the Lord. I pray God will attack his body and he'll get cancer, some kind of medical complication within 6 months. And I pray that God will make him suffer loss, financial loss, that he'll suffer, and God will make him feel really bad, okay? And make him get cancer or maybe God can make some AIDS start growing on that shoot on that he's got. Then he's going like toy to mouth on it on the regular, in between injecting his butt with testosterone. Okay. Possibly God could like supernaturally that start some AIDS start going, the rubber toy that Rogan shoves in his mouth and chews on. They come down with like the AIDS, and then the doctor be like, "Hey Joe, what have you been doing? You got the AIDS." And he goes, "Oh." And the doctor goes, "You've been putting stuff in your mouth, haven't you?" Okay. And he goes, a little bit, and the doctor's like, "Oh, you're gonna have to put something in your ass for cancer." And the doctor's like, "Yeah, okay." And the doctor's like, "You're not supposed to be like excited about this. Most people are gonna have to look in the ass for cancer. They have like like to look, but you're like, yeah, let's do it, doc, something like this." So he's like, okay. And I like, Joe Rogan is a scumbag, okay? He's told me for the poke. I don't like it. I don't like people talking for the poke in the shows. People that want to learn the truth. Here's the thing, it's like so frustrating because the average person is so messed up, because the problem is people's response to someone like me being out here working to wake you up. It shows a lot, okay? It's like, I've been out here for years making videos about showing you hidden plain view truth and tell the truth how to be strong and healthy. Here's the thing about, I almost forgot, but it's like it came up again. Like tying hooks and loops, okay? Sometimes in the stream I start talking about something, I forget, I start getting off, and it's like, oh, I didn't finish this point. So here we are. Joe Rogan, another way that he's a shell. And they are shells, and the Huberman shell. You would have been better off learning about health fitness by listening to me and the Huberman. You didn't hear about titration Baltot vitamin C from Andy Huberman, did you? No, because it's a cover by vitamin C. So they have Shill, Tom Levy, having like a small reach, and he talks about, and the reason he knows what he knows is not because they're gardening cipher, because he, in this matrix system, the matrix system that makes into people's life, because let's have Tom Levy start joining this Hale Huggins, they got H initials, and he got to tell them about vitamin C, and they will make Tom Levy be like an author of health fitness, whereas I'm self-made and I'm a God-made man, where I'm a man that's been searching the truth, and God has been making sure I find the truth. It's not like the deep state can, like, let's say Mike doing it dental clinic, and you have got to tell them about vitamin C there or something like this. So yeah, anyway, here's the point. Leah McDermott is a deep state shield. She loves to have the Rogan on the being Tom Levy be cute and target people and they make them. I wouldn't be surprised if Tom Lee is a Freemason. There's something wrong with that. Only like in a certain degree, it's exposed that they worship Lucifer or something like this. But so, I'm Tom Lee. I would be surprised if the fucking skunk is them. Okay. So, here's the point. So I'm out here riding my bicycle, and there's like a group of skunks. So, oh, it's the Freemasons here to give me a flat tire and drop on the like the greatest thing with smear campuses. Just don't hire a Freemason to design a church for you because they make a lot of water, put a lot of M on the cross, and a lot of towel is what towel on the cross. The cross is the cross, but I would put towels. This deep they sell actually Charles Lawson. A lot of these Baptist churches are designed by Freemasons, I can tell. But they have the Freemason symbol. What does that do in the Christian church? Charles Lawson, Sinner heretic. Why does your church look like it was designed by Freemasons? Somebody that knows the truth and can see the code. It's like, oh, they got the Freemason vault, where it's like, what's it called? Like the doorway, there's like an oval at the top, and like the steps, and then they have the cross with the Freemason M on it. What's the Bible verse, preacher, scripture verse, for the M, a towel shaped like an M hanging off the cross? Where's the Bible verse? Or are you just doing Freemason esoteric symbology in your Christian church? Okay. Just because to show that you're a bitch made slave to these skunk masons. Okay, they got you. So, and boy, you such a good old boys club. This is the Freemasons. Okay. Yeah, sure it is. So yeah. I didn't pick this fight. This fight picked me, and I'm a taught individual. All jokes aside, I'm a target of secret persecution program. And I get targeted. These people are recruited, targeted in real life and online. And this whole world is controlled by the deep state. This whole world is controlled. Then don't forget to put the like on the stream if you like the videos. A lot of you are ungrateful. And don't be surprised if I start making videos where it's on there. People that pay money to make you watch the videos at some point. If you don't appreciate what I share with you for free. So a lot of Christian bums hide inside of ministries. Like a lot of pastors, like they show up. Look at this bitch, Rafi Gordon. He's a sellout shell. Just got like demon core energy inside of his soul, just bleeding out like putrid, like evil spirit energy all over. Okay, and he's like got the energy of a guy that went to Epstein Island, got baptized in like baby's blood, and he was howling at the moon type energy. That's the energy that Rafi Gordon has. Okay, there's all this past that pick on me. So, it's like here's my advice to you. If you're watching this, sell out gang stalking past the Russian government. Some that sell out money, you buy a ticket to Chernobyl, or you do like an urban exploration. You get into the Chernobyl power plant. You go to the basement and you look for something that looks like the foot of an elephant in the basement. And you go down all fours and you lick that bitch. You lick that elephant foot. And you get like a chisel with you and you hammer off a little piece of it. And you bring it as a memento, make like a necklace of it. And you attach it to like a necklace and you wear that little as a memento, was like as a memory from the day you went to Chernobyl, like the elephant foot in the basement. You get like a hammer chisel and chisel off a bit there. And you duct tape it to like a string, you put it on your neck and walk around with that. And everybody who's in your church supporting you, make sure that you give them like hugs and show them, look, this I gotta tell you about. Like I went to vacation and snowboard party or something like this. It's like, here's the thing too that I will tell you. That thing, if you get a chisel off it, if you dip it in people's cough and stuff like this, it has like the lucky charm effect. But if you have people that be like supporting you for a long time, it's like an elitist thing, the people that support you most, you have to take down for coffee and you dip it like a tea bag, then or a pendant into a cup of coffee or tea and let it drink it for good health. Okay, so it's like that's already divided what it's already doing. It's like here's how to live forever. Say a prayer to get saved. You don't get saved by prayer. You get saved by faith in the gospel. So, whatever is the point. Here's another thing that people get irate about. People say that I'm a racist because I call myself the N-word or other white men. Okay. I don't call black people N-word. I only call myself the N-word. Or like somebody like Putin Everlasting who's a live streamer. So it's like I only call myself not the white people N-word. There's people think that's a racist. No, I'm against racism. Okay. So it's like that's part of taking the power from the word. Is if white people start calling something that word, now it takes the power away. It's like it's a thing that's like really loaded and powerful as an insult against black people. If white people start calling something that word, it's removing the power. Like people where everybody on the internet is a PDF file. You get mad at somebody, they're a PDF file. This is a lot of YouTube. It loses the power. Or stop using the word losing because it loses its power. I've heard people say that like on drama panels. It's like this guy's a PDF file, and somebody in the chat like, don't say that unless it's been proven because you're taking the power of the word. People read all that. You understand? So that's like the strategy. If white people start normalizing calling something the N-word, so it's not a word that's like we only hear it used against black people. It's like Indian people, white people, Chinese people call something the N-word. Now it loses its power. It's like, oh, it's like a word that's really bad and it's powerful to use against black people. If white people start normalizing calling something the N-word, I believe that could help to make it kind of neutralize the racist aspect to it. So I don't believe that racism is fun, but fake racism can be fun, like Sacha Baron Cohen, Old G, Borat, or Dave Chappelle. He made a video where he's like a KKK member, and he lifted his hood and he's a black man. Okay, and he didn't know because he wasn't blind. See? So it's like fake racism can be fun, and real racism is the opposite of fun. So racism is evil. Now jokes are not evil, per se. So anyways, there's another thing. People have heard people used to ever get offended. Well, it's like, I have autism, and sometimes I'm on streams on YouTube and people use the word spurging out as a derogatory insult, or somebody used to temper. And I go, oh, I've heard this. First time I heard it, they gave me pause, like spurging out. It's like, oh, it comes from Asperger's, with people with Asperger's, mild autism, are known to like be sensitive to stress and like crash out and like lose their temper when the stress is like melting down. Okay, so that's where it comes from. So like people that are neurotypical use spurging out, or just look at you spurging out or something like this. There's like a term coming from Asperger's and how it affects people. And you don't pick to have autism, like you don't pick to be black. But people use it all the time as an insult. And she's another weak bitch. I don't know why. You can't use to stop it saying spurging out. It's racist against autistic people, something like this. Okay. I'm not offended. So people have the power over me to make me offended. I've been seeing through the barbershop trying the hardest to get me crashing. I watched a video of Concours as a cucumber because I had a power to do that. I know that I'm going to see them hurt, okay? And I'm going to keep working to get them exposed and keep speaking the truth, and they're going to get hurt. I believe they're going to get hurt. The barbershop, they deserve to be in prison what they've done, or have very evil, bad things happen to them. And it's like if the Bible church is gone off of YouTube, or it's like there's no point making videos about them because it's been so long. But they're still out here not hurt, and I'm gonna keep making videos exposing as evil filth. So anyway, Joe Rogan is a shill, and they haven't been telling you what I've been telling you. Joe Rogan shilled for. Here's another way he's a shill, where it's like he's a sellout. So he's a sellout because Joe Rogan has been on video saying I take all these supplements, okay? And he goes, yeah, I take a bunch of supplements. And he sounds like he's like me. It's like he takes a big amount of supplements. It's like, yeah, I've seen it parts where, yeah, I take a bunch of supplements. I got this like thing that's a doser. And I take like this supplement, that supplement. I take a bunch of supplements, like a long list of them. I would be surprised he's been taking like NAC and ALA and B complex and turmeric and omega-3 fish oil, and I could like guess what's been on his supplement list. But then he goes and gets sponsored by AG1, which is like an overpriced greens powder, and it's like all you need in a drug, kind of. That's deception. Like AG1, it's like it's like a scam. Where it sounds for the out market. It's like this is the one supplement you need, the only one. Just buy AG1, okay, and you got all you need. So let's search Joe Rogan Shill AG1. Joe Rogan Shill AG1. every supplement you're going to take to stay healthy. The video concept. He's got some. He's got his pure Rican pink on the
My
top.
eyes closed.
Okay.
And now it's like the second show.
He's got his pure Rican
Are you
pink
taking
here.
vitamins?
And this is the guy who says the
I take
deficit iron.
supplements like, multivitamin. I'm sure I don't have it dialed in.
Guy takes a multivitamin. He wouldn't if he'd be listening to me. See, he's been taking multivitamins. When I've been out here warning about multivitamins because it's got iron, calcium, and copper. And most people have too much iron already and calcium. So I would recommend supplement with iron or any supplement containing iron. Unless you have a documented deficiency confirmed by lab or blood tests or something like this with doctors, you've got anemia, you're low on iron, you need to, okay. Unless you have it confirmed that you got a problem with having low iron, just don't believe it, start taking it. Iron, you don't want to supplement. I don't take a multivitamin because it's hard to find a multivitamin that's budget friendly and doesn't have iron, copper, and calcium in it. Like, good luck. Good fucking luck, Joe. Finding a multivitamin is budget friendly and doesn't have iron, calcium, and copper in it, which is, I don't want in my body. So my wife, we wonderful. Okay, she's a woman. Okay, maybe that's surprising that Mike Sai has a female wife, but my wife, she is a woman, and confirmed. Okay, not whatever. So she's a woman, and quite a woman. Okay. So unlike Little McDermott's beta cuck, bitch boy, bitch made to Satan, slave bitch, I didn't have to settle for a masculine energy, high body count, low attractiveness, trash woman like Little McDermott out here having what flat earth shares on the podcast. Okay. So anyway, here's the point. I told the videos she don't have narcissistic abuse. So anyway, so my wife had a blood test. The doctor said she's low on iron, and she goes, "Honey, should I buy iron supplement?" I said, "Okay." The doctor told her she got low iron, and she goes, "It's like she's in the low range of iron." And she goes like, "Honey, should I buy iron supplement?" I think she might have sent something, like she Googled on Shopee, like they had like iron tablets or something like this. And I go, "No, but you can short term take 1 to 3 multivitamins a week that has a small amount of iron. So it's like 3 multivitamin tablets per week, and it has a little bit of iron." So somebody had like confirmed low iron. I don't even go, "Yeah, buy the super strength iron tablets." No, it's like a regular multivitamin has little iron. It takes 3 of those, a week or something like this. So that's how serious I look at iron supplementation. That even somebody with confirmed deficiency, I think, "Oh yeah, you just buy the strongest iron supplement you can get." Okay, now here's like to Tom Levy, okay, health fitness coach for Tom Levy, and this is like a smoothie recipe for Tom Levy, and also Rafiq Gordon and Joe Rogan. Now this is unique to them, so other people watching this is not for you. But it's like I recommend this to them specifically, Tom Levy, if he's watching this. Then he can think about it and go if he accepts it or not. To get a second opinion, ask the doctor about it. But here's my supplement smoothie for Tom Levy. Okay, my recipe. You try it or not. You get a blend like a Vitamix. Okay. You get a scoop of sugar, like a 15-gram scoop of sugar, and you put it there. It's less ingredient list. You get a cereal, okay. Like if you can find like Kellogg's Frosties with extra iron or something like this, fortified. So it's like a sugar powder and it's got iron into it. You put like 2 scoops in there. You get calcium. You get like milk, okay. Yeah. A big scoop of ice cream. 6 iron tablets. Once you go down to your local car shop And if they have like iron files on the floor, like that's from grinding rebar or something like this there, you ask if you can scoop it up and get it and bring it home. Okay, so that's a joke. Okay, so that's a joke recipe, and nobody should take it. It'd be really bad for health. Okay, so it's like that just tells you how I feel about Tom Lee right now. So Tom Lee is a skunk mason or something similar. Like a mason is a creature that there should be beware of. Beware of skunks. Beware of masons. So, uh, yeah, every supper drawer takes to stay healthy.
much as it should be, but I just
That'll
feel
make it
exhausted, Joe. I am tired. Yeah. And I just
That's a problem I don't have.
constantly have to
I don't
have
think I've been called tired, you know.
sips of caffeine throughout the day to stay alive. That's where I'm at. You
Joe is such a weird.
look like you wake up ready to go. I got this whole vision of what your day must look like. You must spring out of
Trump has been covering up Epstein Island. Okay, with the PDF documents following the river around Epstein Island. And Joe Rogan got invited. Trump says that you won me the election, so he said to Joe Rogan.
bed and go, give me it.
Why hasn't Joe Rogan demanded Trump back on the podcast and told him to release the Stone files?
I don't even talk about not having a suit on. I don't.
And always had it goes, he likes to throw up little gangs, and that's what I learned from being a shell. Then it's like if you do this around people in the entertainment industry, it helps you to get ahead.
Not having a suit on. I don't think since I've known you, I've seen you yawn.
And then he got this little six. So he starts with this and then he goes to this.
Kid, bro, you constantly look awake. What
That's
is
why
it?
this guy's just like, oh, he thinks it's cool. He's in the ink club and he's learned somewhere along the time. It's like to make it as it's like to please the satanic overlords. You make little six signs and this, and it's like one of them wasn't like it goes like this and it goes like this. It's like he knows Joey, the club is so cute. Joe, I make a little satanic hand signs. Oh, look at me, I'm trying one night, not two. Oh, he's gonna go to that possibly. It goes like this. Over this. So.
It's health. Most of the time, like,
But I thought AG1 was everything you need. It's AG1 that it means a scam. Yes, it is.
If you're anything like me, you probably fall asleep at night listening to Joe Rogan, and then bam,
this episode is brought to you by Athletic Greens.
every single influencer and every single big podcast is talking about athletic greens, so I decided to take it upon myself.
Notice how depressing his home is. It's like it's got no life in it. It's how I want to do this.
Figure out whether or not this AG1 is worth the hype. So what even is athletic
Yeah, but
greens?
the Bible Church is set much deep state church. And I don't tolerate being abused. I've been taught about a sellout pastors. And the word about can happen for people to expose them, but I might actually succeed in waking the listeners up and reaching their views against someone to life of slavery, like the church got over. And the word about they don't like me making videos. Them and their shield masters don't like me making videos, do Bible Church Exposed, any wounds exposed, things like this. So they have to try to talk me out of it, but I'm gonna keep doing it. And the truth is the truth, and working to fight against the truth is not a path to success, especially not as a Christian. I had to learn that over time. So, the word Andy Woods is a deep state sellout. He teaches salvation by the uploaders in this video to his channel. Of course, how they can also be exposed by double standards and everything weird. The Bible Church has videos demonstrating to talk about false gospel and sin spirit out of gospel. I'd recommended ministry to upload a video with the sin spirit on it. Andy Woods is an NASB heretic. The Word of God in English is the King James Bible, not the NASB or King James. So As I had one of those shields, deep state shields. So they have these sort of flying monkeys. North is like where I think all there are passes for football. They always have this like army of shield, the shield brigade. They work to hype them up, and like people like me to make videos for I think Rogan Exposed to be some like small time Christian who's a shield to get sent to be like combined. But Mike, stop making videos about Refing or something like this. I do what I want. I'm a free man. So what's my supplement protocol? I take vitamin C, magnesium, niacinamide, B complex, ashwagandha, magnolia. I take liposomal vitamin C on top of regular. Yes, I'm the target of the deep state. I'm target with secret persecution protocol, gang stalker videos. And thanks to God I'm still alive, despite everything that's happened to me. And I've been able to stay in shape. And I believe that one of the things that God has had for me to do is to minister the truth about health fitness. And I believe that people would have been a lot better off if they would have found my channel 6 years ago and started. Listen to me, take my advice. So listening is not enough to hear somebody talk, you have to be looking to learn too. Yeah, so Rogan is a deep state puppet. And his podcast is like a platform to launch other shows and promote people if you want to promote. The deep state want to control the masses. Since the masses stop trusting the media, it becomes more. It's became more important to them. It has become more important to them to control seemingly establishment voices. So it's like the news establishment is the fake non-establishment. So meet the new establishment, the fake anti-establishment. You have Andrew Tate, and people still believe in La La Land that Trump, the deep state, is out to get him. I could see as soon as he came on the scene what they're doing. Like they work to like pull people back. People are starting to trust. Like people that are Christian Republicans are starting to get into conspiracy theories. Like we don't want them to like lose faith in the system entirely. So it's like get it Trump. Yeah, okay, the deep state is corrupt. I'm going into the drain the swamp. Okay, I'm gonna make America great again. Never became great. At least moderation before I disappear off YouTube, withdrew his support for Trump and be like, yeah, I'm done voting. Okay, so at least he got to that point at one point in his life. Rogan's cult of fake archaeology. I searched Rogan Exposed, what are people saying about this shit? The sad decline of Joe Rogan. some of the most people, what's the matter with people now? It's like most people have like zombie energy now. And I remember we heard it first. Most people have zombie energy. It's like, God, it's like whatever is going on. It's like, they look like they don't have a soul. It's like a lot of Americans look like this. It's like, where's the soul in there? So is there a soul in there? Lights are on, nobody's home. It's like you're looking at a demon in human form, a Nephilim or something like this. I've had a program where they humanize me and say I'm a Nephilim or something like this before, which is just ridiculous, crazy talk because the Nephilim are not around anymore. And the Nephilims, the kings of fabrics, were giants, okay? So a guy who's 5'11" is not a giant. You'd be better off paying like a person to humanize somebody. If you would pick like an NBA footballer, maybe Andre Giant was a wrestler, okay? Because the word Nephilim in the King James Bible, they were giants in the earth in those days, okay? So a guy who's of average height, if you're gonna paint somebody, he's a Nephilim. You'd be better off with somebody who can find a guy who's like 9 feet tall and has 6 toes or something like this, okay? It's like this is the type of crazy culture. I saw Brandon Holthouse give heed to this crazy talk. Another guy called out as a shill. Notice how I'm always right. So after I call somebody out as being a shill, it's like the big always confirms that. It's like, oh, Brandon Holthouse makes a video about Ellie Marzulli, crazy talk conspiracy theories. It's like the Nephilim. Okay, the Nephilim. Okay. So it's a pity that I'm the one person enough defending the real gospel on YouTube. I don't see other people, live streamers, who are making a video calling out, taking people graphing God not to task for corrupt gospels in this prayer. I'm out here making videos contending for the faith. I don't see anybody else doing that in the body of Christ. There should be more people doing that. There should be more Christians that are using the social media to defend the real gospel, to contend for the faith once delivered, because it's under attack. These people are teaching salvation by faith and works, when you're saved by faith alone. So Rogan will never have a real Christian on his podcast, like me teaching the truth, the King's Bible's word of God, salvation by faith alone. But he'll have a caveat on, like a Calvinist. And the guy who goes up there preaching that he's praying, Joe, that you're one of the elect that God picked to get saved. And then people like me make videos, this guy Rogan had on as a Calvinist. And he goes, yeah, people are saying I'm a Calvinist. I'm not a Calvinist or something like that. But if you're preaching that you're praying that somebody is one of the elect so that they end up getting saved, you're a Calvinist, okay? No matter how you refer to yourself, it's like that's Calvinist ideology. So somebody's teaching Calvinism, and people call them a Calvinist, okay? That's a different thing. So you should be aware of my Rumble account where the Power Punch videos go. I can't make the Power Punch teaching videos on YouTube. Especially if I get into health topics, I have to hold back a lot on YouTube. I also recommend people to get old school light bulbs, vintage light bulbs. Reuters is a deep state media controlled by the deep state. They made videos attacking conspiracy theorists. That was a dead giveaway. They also make videos. They keep making videos on the global warming scare. And then also bullshit where they're lying the old earth. So the truth is, the Earth is not billions of years old. When you see scientists, quote unquote, and people, opposition science for so-called, they see Waterspeed report, scientists find million-year-old bones or something like this. The Earth is not billions of years old. I'm a young Earthist. The Bible doesn't teach that we evolved from monkeys, okay? And it doesn't teach that the Earth is millions of years old. So Voyage is a still mainstream media company for sure. I would not make a videos shit for global warming or evolution. They're hyping fear of global warming or something like this, or promote the gay pride agenda. So yes, I am a Christian, and the Bible says the same to be gay, and I'm like the average man, I'm not a coward. Like there's a lot of people secretly agree with what I say in my rants, but they're afraid to make a video of their own sake. So unlike the average person, I'm not afraid to say what I believe. Yeah, so I cursed Rogan in the name of the Lord, and I pray that God will fight against him for him fought against me, and that God will make something bad happen to him within 3 months, and it'll be something so major that I can tell from looking at his YouTube channel. Okay, either him talk about it or that he doesn't upload videos for a while or something. So I pray that God will hurt Rogan. Fight against him, fought against me, and I curse him in the Lord. And definitely doing it too. And then we'll discuss a prayer. So I'm gonna finish up this video.